So you got this sister here that, has some advice for women, and it's some of the most terrible advice I ever heard, but let's review it.
As a woman, if you have a boyfriend or if you have a husband, you should not be broke. If you are broke, you need to dump him and find a new man.
What the hell did you just say?
If you broke, you need to dump him. Now, we talking about temporary, perpetual? What are we talking about here? But let's continue.
That man is not the one for you, sis. If you're broke, suffering with a man, why would you get with another person to suffer? You should not suffer if you have another person with you. Us as women need to wake up. If this man cannot provide for you, he's not doing anything for you. You need to move on.
Okay. All right. So let's get this straight. So you have a husband, which a lot of women don't have husbands in America. Let's call it what it is. They don't. But if we want to talk about the black community, definitely a lot of women in the black community don't have a husband. So you're telling the women who do have husbands, right? You telling them if their husband get into something that makes him lose money, his business can fail. He can lose his job, either get fired, laid off, company could close down, etc. He lost his job. Let's say if he had, something, an illness or something like that where he couldn't work, right? And it caused some financial difficulty. So what you saying, ma'am, is just for a woman to leave her husband high and dry. And unfortunately, there are some women on that, but women who got common sense know that at times you're going to have financial difficulty. There's going to be some ups and downs. There's going to be some mountaintops and some valleys at the bottom. And then you go climb back up to the mountain. That's life. Life is constantly like this. Life is not just staying at the top all the time. Because sometimes when you do have a dip, it's lessons to learn in that dip. And then when you learn those lessons, you come right back up. You understand what I'm saying? But sometimes you're going to have to go through some things. Now, I would never tell a woman, even my own daughters, to marry a sorry man, a man that don't work, a man that don't have no get up and go, a man that has no ambition, because usually that kind of guy is going to have you in a situation where you're in poverty and, you're not going to have a good quality of life. Listen, I understand that. And if you're talking about those kind of guys, cool. But you're just saying broke in general, and any man or woman to that effect can go through financial trouble. See, the ideology in our community is silly, because really, if you want to be honest, when young girls are that, and I say girls, I'm older than her, of course, I'm an uncle, but young women like that, that's the time period they should be securing their husbands in their prime, right? And their years of trying to build to get to my age, that's when you build. Because let me tell you something, men are more financially secure in their, definitely more so in their 30s, definitely in their 40s, for sure, right? So if you get together in your 20s and you go through school, trade school, or just building a career, building your business, whatever, by the time you get to your 30s where more wisdom start settling in, then you're not going to have as many problems. Of course, you have your rainy day fund, your savings, X, Y, Z. But if you're willing to bail, then you're not a good relationship choice. Bottom line. And they have some women that have been that way. A man get down on his luck and she's leaving, or she's cheating or whatever, because he got her and he was doing good. Understand? And what I would tell men, if a woman do something like that to you, be happy about it. Now, it hurts, of course, when it happens, but be happy because she wasn't the right woman for you. Because one thing I can tell you is that when one woman won't do, what one woman won't appreciate, another one will. Because there's women right now that's saying, hey, if I had the opportunity to get a husband and he's a good, hardworking man, he has ambition. Hey, things happen. We have up and downs, right? But I'm working with him because this is the thing. When a man is doing what he's supposed to do and you being the true role as a helpmeet, right? The helpmeet steps in when he's down. Understand? So the house don't crash. Like, a man is supposed to build up his woman enough where she has her own business or career or something like that, preferably a business, right? So if your woman has her own business and you get down, boom, she can come in and say, hey, baby, why are you trying to, get back up, or whatever, you lost your job, whatever, man, I got this, you just keep looking for what you're doing or whatever, nothing gonna happen, I got this, you know what I'm saying? That's a help me, especially when the man been paying the bills all the time. He's never been late on a bill. He always done everything. And then he just had a, downtime, like lost a job, was sick, etc. But don't follow the advice of this female, because she's going to have y'all old, gray, and then, definitely this is coming, because the wall always says this.
I am inevitable.
Because the wall is inevitable. So you want to secure your man early before the wall approaches you. Because let me tell you something, it's much harder when you're trying to secure your husband when you have hit the wall. But let me know what y'all think about this female here. Like I said, just run off at her mouth. I know what she's talking about. And they wonder, she'll be there 10 years later on YouTube complaining about, oh, wow, the black men, they don't want to talk to me and XYZ.